All right, how many times a week do you think you hear the phrase "I'm busy"? As I know, like I work in sales and marketing. I'm on the phone with people all day, every day. And I feel like it is no less than 5 times a day I'm hearing the phrase "I'm busy." Every single time, it makes me just want to cringe and just roll my eyes, especially because I know where I was when I was saying that all the time. So hear me out. Like, because really it was really like I'm busy was part of my identity. Like I dropped out of school, I was working full time, I was trying to get into entrepreneurship, so that meant I was not just starting like fitness coaching business, but I was trying to start all these other like a t-shirt business, a fish business for a second, like a little bit of everything. And it was part of my identity to say that I was busy. Like I wore that as a badge of honor, like, oh, I'm doing something right because I'm busy all the time. And I started to realize like I'm busy, but nothing's actually changing. Like I'm the founder and CEO of 4 companies, but none of them make money. And it's like, okay, there's probably a problem here. But really, I say it's a plague. When you believe that, when you say and believe the whole I'm busy thing, is that you never actually get any of your time back. And like, I know, like, the whole point I got into entrepreneurship was is I wanted time back. I didn't want to work for somebody else. But then I started saying I'm busy all the time, and now I'm just filling up my time doing things. And I really use like things pretty loosely here because a lot of the things I was doing was just like random bullshit. But what it reminds me of is back when I was like coaching health and fitness, if somebody said, I'm big boned, or it's because my family's fat, or it's just in my genes, like any of those beliefs, like I know they're not going to lose weight. And trust me, I tried getting people to lose weight, believing these things still, but it just doesn't work until they actually change those beliefs that, like, hey, I can lose weight. Hey, it's not my genes, it's the food I'm eating. Hey, I should probably start getting a little bit more sleep. I should probably start working out a little bit more. And all of a sudden, my genes aren't some huge problem and I'm fitting into different genes. But until somebody changes that belief, nothing ends up changing. And then it took me a long time to realize, like, I need to change that belief for myself because it was like a huge kick in the ass one day. I didn't realize how big of a problem this actually was for me until I look back at the busiest times of my life. I realized those were not the most productive times of my life. I was actually just doing a lot of things and not really seeing a whole lot of results. Whereas there's other times where I just do my work, get the 3 to 5 things done that need to be done. Cough, cough, the powerless. Shout out to Andy Frisella there. But get the things I need to get done and then just stop working. And I was way more productive than the times where I'm trying to do a million and one things. And that was a huge eye opener for me. It's like, oh, so success isn't just being busy all the time. And so, like, the cure to this whole I'm busy plague, for me at least, was one, like getting a power list in place. And again, shout out to Andy Frisella for this. Like, he has a whole podcast breaking down the power list. You can just search that up on YouTube. And that right there is a huge game changer because it's limiting you to 5 things. You only have to do 5 things every day, not 10, not 20, like just doing 5 things that actually move the needle forward, though. But then on top of that is focusing all these goals, all these things I'm trying to push forward down to one thing. So instead of trying to grow 3 businesses, try just growing one and just going all in. Instead of trying to learn 10 different skills at once, I'm just trying to learn one. Like just having that narrow focus. And I read the book, I believe it's called The One Thing. And it's just crazy, like how much more momentum you end up building and how much further you end up going doing one thing. And I mean, you think about it, it makes a lot of sense because there's people out there putting all their time and energy and effort into just doing one thing. I I think I'm smart, but there's no way I'm gonna beat people doing 5 different things. Like, I mean, Elon Musk is an anomaly, but I'm not going to take my bet that I'm going to be just as smart, if not smarter than Elon. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. But on top of the power list, focusing on one thing, I would say the thing that's kept me moving forward and just not losing momentum. Because, I mean, power list is great for gaining it, but to make sure I'm maintaining it is like reviewing. So, like, There's like daily reviewing, like setting up your power list, but then doing a weekly review, like what things you need to be focused on, and then a monthly, not a monthly, but a quarterly review. So every quarter, like make sure the goal that you're working towards is actually still the goal that you want. And then yearly, you're looking at the big goal. So figuring out like where you want to be in 5, 10 years, and then figuring it out on a quarterly basis, and then you break it down like that. And now all of a sudden you have such a high degree of clarity on where you want to be going, and then all the tasks you actually need to be doing to get there. So you're not just, oh, I'm busy, I need to do all these things all the time, but you're just focused on the things that actually matter. Because there's big needle movers that you can do. That should be like the majority of the things I'm doing at the end of the day, rather than trying to do 1,000 things and not doing a very good job. So just like 3 to 5 things very fucking well, moving the needle forward has served me so much more than being all scattered all the time.